Persona 5 on Switch is a very real possibility. However, I'm not holding my breath. I'm really not. Let me turn this down a little bit, make sure my answer's on the right one. Yeah, I'm really not holding my breath for it. It would be nice. It would absolutely be nice. But I don't know. Alright, Roxas, you fucking brick. Let's do this. Lock on to the cat. Yeah, we're gonna be doing flyers for 20 minutes, by the way. Okay. Before anything else, I need to remember what these do. I really need to remember this because we're gonna prioritize defense because I am garbage at this game.
Roxas, focus. Neo, loser. Come on. Quit playing around and fight.
They all make you question your purchase. Yeah, no, Dimitri, it's like I completely understand it. Retroactively speaking, they are putting Final Fantasy VII on Switch, so it does make sense. But I have no aerial recovery. So who knows, you know? I just personally I'm not sure. I don't have any faith. So Theater Rhythm was on, and so is Final Fantasy Explorers. And Final Fantasy Explorers was kind of like the Monster Hunter game that had Final Fantasy characters in it. Also skip scene. I have to remember that I'm skipping scenes here. So there were games that Cloud was in, but not that he was the main character for. I have to remember, I can't die here. Like... Yeah. Like, I have to... I have no guard rolls. I have nothing right now. I have to play this safe. Okay. No problem, dude. Have a good night. Theo, if you're still here, have a good night. Lightning is Girl Cloud. Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with that sentiment, but I don't know. Okay, Twilight Town map. I forget exactly what we're doing. Is this money now? Or is this struggle? Everyone's waiting at Market Street. Okay. This is money, I think. Yeah, this is money. Okay. So... Yeah, I don't know. I really like Final Fantasy 13. I don't agree with people that say that it's just like, oh, it's boring because it's a hallway simulator. It's like, I don't have time for all these open world bullshit games now. So I much prefer, like, limit where I'm going. Don't make me look around for a whole lot. And otherwise just be cool, you know? I think I'm following the right route here. Yeah, we're gonna do this till we have 2,000 money. Because that AP is just too sweet. Roxas, you fucking brick, let's go. Also, I am incredibly curious. Yeah, agreed. And unfortunately... Wow, really? I've never had that happen once! It really did that. It really did that. Okay. Alright, game, I seen you. So we gotta do this 17 more times, and we gotta do male duty once. Strap in. But yeah, I don't... Ah, for fuck's sake, really? We just lost time. Yeah, open world games don't particularly interest me. I really do not care for them. I think by and large, they're generally empty. There are always exceptions to the rule, obviously. But by and large, it being open world is just like an excuse to have lots of empty space and not a whole lot of content. Nier Automata, you might not like the game, but thematically, that open world makes, like that wide open empty world makes sense because of the narrative, but from a gameplay perspective, there's no excuse for it. There's no sense why they couldn't just, like, there's no sense in why they couldn't just have the game mission oriented and not be open world. But I don't know. I'm not the game designer, so that game made lots of money and I'm sitting here making a decent wage, still living at home with my parents. So, yeah. It made lots of money because the character design was attractive, the music was incredible, and the story was generally well spoken of. I think the story was kind of... Oh, come on, get up there, Roxas, you stupid brick. But, by and large, it's because of 2B. And I'm not trying to tell you any different. I'm just saying that I think that Nier could have been done a lot better while still keeping the atmosphere and the, like, the thematics and the narrative working. But like attractive character design is certainly part of things. Also, take your time. I'll explain why I feel that way in a second when you get back. Minute 61, huh? Guess it's under 90 seconds. How many times is that? 550.
Yeah.
Roxas. Roxas, please. I wonder if the camera has anything to do with this. Okay, I'll read that in a second, as soon as I'm done with posters. Like, okay. So I'm gonna give you an example. And this might be a little bit of a digression, but, because I can definitely see where you're coming from. I really like Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it's a really fantastic game. And much like John, now that I've played the entire series, I think people should pick up 2.5. They should play Kingdom Hearts 2 and skip all of the cutscenes, because this game is incredible to play, but watching the story and trying to understand it hurts my brain. That being said, the story that I was going to say, character design and like art design is absolutely a selling point for some people. So for me, for example, for the longest time, I avoided playing Mass Effect because I don't really enjoy shooters all that much. There are certain games that I enjoy. Overwatch, because I play with a group of friends, is enjoyable just to kind of shoot the shit and hang out with them. You know, stuff like that, right? Mass Effect, I had always wanted to play because I heard that there was really, like, character-driven story, there was romance plots, there was a lot of interesting stuff to it, but it was a shooter, and it was a third-person shooter at that, and not only do I not really enjoy shooters to begin with, third-person shooter throws my perspective off completely, so I was hesitant. And then they announced the trilogy, and it was on sale for, like, $40 or something like that. I picked it up on 360 and I dove right into Mass Effect 1, and regrettably I was having issues with a girlfriend at the time, so I kind of made it to like the first world and then I stopped playing it, so I restarted it. But I thoroughly enjoy that game, and I bought it initially because I really liked the aesthetics and the character design and all of that sort of stuff. So I can understand why, if people like 2B's design, they'll buy the game. That being said, Kingdom Hearts has no, like, the only thing I can think people are like looking back on fondly is like Kingdom Hearts 2 being enjoyable to play. But I don't know. Gentle femdom. That being said, I will say, for fuck's sake, Roxas, That being said, I will say I did not enjoy what I played of Nier Automata. I thought it was incredibly redundant. But aesthetically, musically, it was very much pleasing, and I did enjoy that. And I think that at an aesthetic level and a storytelling level, it's phenomenal. But when it comes to gameplay, it's horribly regressive and mundane. It doesn't do anything to further the genre. It doesn't do anything. Like, there's some neat little Easter eggs, where, like, if you take off 2B's operating system chip, the game is over. You know, like, it's stuff like that. I don't know what EVA is. You have to forget, I'm a sheltered little boy. I don't watch much television. Oh, I've never seen Evangelion or whatever it is. I just know that A Cruel Angel's Thesis is the theme song, and that a fat black dude did a Vine where he praised the Lord and danced to it. That's pretty much it. Drop, you brick. Otherwise, I got no fucking clue. Oh, also, I know that the main character, like, masturbated over the redheaded tsundere in the movie while she was in the hospital. But that's only because John has told me that. Oops, I'm gonna get kicked off Twitch. Cool, we gotta do this 9 more times. Then we can move on. And I can get my ass handed to me because I'm on crit. And I'm a baby. Fuck. Also, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not sure how often I'm gonna be playing this on stream. I might not stream all of it, but I am very much excited to do the Sephiroth fight on crit because I know that I can do it. And I know his patterns. And he going down like a bitch. I'm just not gonna do it until I'm the right, like, level for it. I'm not gonna attempt to do it early like John did. Really curious. I don't understand why it does that. I really don't. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Alright, I'll read that. EVA uses oodles of Judeo-Christian imagery and terminology, and a certain subset of people has ascribed all kinds of deep meanings to its narrative and its story, except the people behind it are just like, yeah, we flipped through a Bible once and some of the words sounded cool, so we used them. Yeah, I understand that. That's absolutely a, like, that's a fandom thing. That's a problem. Because it's like, yeah, I can absolutely see that. I can see it and I can't because, like, Yoko Taro is just so out there that, like, you really can't read his brain because he's just an idiot. And I mean that in the best possible sense of the word. Like, he's just not all there when it comes to his design philosophy. So, like with Kingdom Hearts, for example, I took a look because I was curious what people thought about it, which was mistake number 1. But I took a look at some of the threads on Reddit, on the Kingdom Hearts Reddit, about, like, what people thought of the ending and Virum Rex and all of that sort of stuff, right? And I got downvoted into oblivion when I made a post there once saying that the trailers were showing way too much of the story after keeping the game blind for so many years. And everybody was like, oh, we have more questions than we have answers and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I never said that they were saying anything, like, about the ending. But we saw the end area. We saw Xehanort and all of that sort of stuff. And then at the end of it, people were making threads like, oh, I wish the trailers hadn't shown so much of the story. And then people are like talking about the story as if there's some bullshit that like actually happened but didn't. Like oh, Sora is here and Riku is here and there's gonna be 2 games, one's a 12e crossover and one's this, and it's just like, dude, Nomura hasn't fucking thought that far ahead. Like when he gets a contract and says, okay, we're funding Kingdom Hearts X meaning whichever iteration they're working on, that's when he starts to write the fucking story. Because there's so many fucking plot holes and everything. I couldn't tell you what they are offhand, but there's so many things wrong with this series of games. Like, for example, the first game, the one that I remember, and I only remember this because I was doing some of the battle gates and some of the post-game stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3 earlier, because I'm working toward the Ultima weapon. I'd like to see what it does. And I also want to beat the super boss in there just so that I can fully shelve the game and not ever touch it until Crit comes out. But like, I watched Baymax fight Heartless, and it's just like, in the first game, I distinctly remember them saying that nothing hurt the Heartless except for magic and the Keyblade. And it always felt a little weird that like Donald and Goofy were physically able to harm them aside from using magic. And like, okay, if you want to make the concession that Donald's staff and Goofy's shield are magic, fine, right? Like, I won't argue with that. They're party members, so you don't have to play the game by yourself. Fine. But like, the fucking Snowman, Tarzan, like Mulan, like it doesn't make sense, right? Like they build this up, and then the other thing is like they build all this up as like, oh, Sora, you have the Keyblade, you're the Keyblade wielder. And then fucking, like, it happens in 2, like, Roxas has the Keyblade, which, alright, you're pulling at straws, but if he's technically, you know, if you want to go with the whole nobody thing or whatever, that makes sense that he can do it because he's technically part of Sora. I get it. But, like, going past that, the entirety of the first game, you're building this up that Sora is the only Keyblade wielder. And now, like, everybody and their fucking mother had one. So then what's the point? What does Sora have to do? Like, why him? Riku's so good, he's a fucking Keyblade master, just have him do everything. The point is that, like, people are trying to make story out of whatever's not there. And it's something that fandoms are going to do no matter what. Like, that's absolutely the case. Also, I disagree completely, because Dream Drop Distance was a thing, as was the card game, and they all had their battle cries and stuff like that in there. Riku had his battle cries and stuff there too. So it's not just Sora, my friend. Ah, for fuck's sake. Whatever. We can skip one here. Only Thora can do it right. Thora! But yeah, aside from this 2,000 money grind, like, I genuinely enjoy this game. I really do. Also, I just realized I didn't update the title. Let me do that. But yeah, basically, this series is shit. We only have to do this 3 more times, by the way. Basically, this series is shit. This game is good. I wish it wasn't a part of the series. Also, I am absolutely sure that I'm gonna die a whole hell of a lot more than John did. Like, I am dreading a couple of bosses in this game. On this difficulty level. God damn it. Roxas, your fucking baggy pants are killing me, kid. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get the AP. And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna cut the stream because I'm fucking tired. I think we have to do this twice more and then 1 mail carry. Oh yeah, no, I don't like. I'm not disputing that that it's not a great game. Like, we disagree on the story. Like, I think it's a clever concept. The way it's written and the way it plays out is not great, but I do like the concept of it. But the way it's handled, like, the game is not anything particularly special. The music and the character design is brilliant. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous, but everything else, it just does, but it doesn't do well. Alright, how much do I have? 1850? Sure, we'll do this once more. And then we'll go do mail carry. And then I'm gonna cut the stream because I'm a tired boy. I'm a sleepy boy. Also, John should be at the airport by now. Or if not, within like a little bit. Oh, I missed it. Wow, really? My time is that bad here? Where did I slow down? Oh, I fell off, right. Station Heights. Alright, we'll do 1 round of mail carry. What is it to jump? Oh boy. I don't think I'm getting this. Oh hey, I did get it. Nice. Become quite dexterous. AP +2. Money pouch. Don't care. Alright. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. I know it's another short stream, but I'm tired. I started late. I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Alright, I'll catch you again soon. Have a good night.